Governors hit back, say Buhari regime turned Nigeria into a killing field and made citizens poorer. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. The governors alleged that the nonchalance of a regime further plunged Nigerians into poverty. The Nigeria Governors Forum (NGF) has accused President Muhammadu Buhari's regime of failing its primary assignment of securing the nation, hence turning the country into a killing field through banditry, kidnapping, and other myriads of insecurity. In a statement by Abdulrazak Bello Bakindo, the NGF Director of Media and Publicity Affairs, the governor alleged that the nonchalance of the regime further plunged Nigerians into poverty. First and foremost, the primary duty of any government is to ensure the security of lives and property, without which no sensible human activity takes place. The governor said, but the federal government, which is responsible for the security of lives and property, has been unable to fulfill this covenant with the people, thus allowing bandits, insurgents and kidnappers to turn the country into a killing field, maiming and abducting people in schools, market squares, and even on farmland. When addressing State House correspondents at the end of the virtual meeting of the Federal Executive Council on Wednesday, the Minister of State for Budget and National Planning, Clement Agba, alleged that the governors underperformed in elevating poverty among rural dwellers to make life more meaningful for rural communities. And from our demographic, it shows that the greatest number of our people live in rural areas, but the governors are not working in the rural areas. Right now, 70% of our people live in rural areas. They produce 90% of what we eat, and unfortunately, 60% of what they produce is lost due to post-harvest loss, and it does not go to the market, he said. However, the governor described Mr. Agba's statement as not only preposterous and without any empirical basis, but also far from the truth. This dereliction of duty from the center is the main reason why people have been unable to engage in regular agrarian activity and in commerce, the governor said. Today, rural areas are insecure, markets are unsafe, surety of travels are improbable, and life for the common people generally is harsh and brutish. They queried how defenseless rural dwellers will maintain peace and harmony when insecurity ravages communities across the country. How does a minister whose government has been unable to secure security, law, and order have the temerity to blame the governors? They queried. The NGF called the Edo and Akwa Ibom government, which also blamed the current administration for the hardship facing Nigerians. Although the minister committed the folly of tearing all 36 governors with the same brush, there cannot be a one-size-fits-all reply to the minister's misguided outburst. For example, it is the federal government that in its campaign message in 2019 promised to take 100 million Nigerians out of poverty. Today, records show that more than 130 million Nigerians are living below the globally accepted poverty line of $1 a day. Under the current administration that Mr. Clement Agba is minister, the national cash cow, the NNPC, has failed to remit statutory allocations to states in several months. The situation has compelled governors to rely on other sources of revenue like SFTA's program and other inventions anchored by the NGF to fund state activities, while monies budgeted for such federal ministries as agriculture, rural development, and humanitarian affairs are not deployed in the direction of the people. So where is the minister getting his unverified facts and figures from? It is important to mention here that only this week, the House of Representatives asked the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Hajia Sadiya Omar Farouk, to quit office if she was not ready to do her work of elevating poverty in the land. This, in other words, is a resounding vote of no confidence on the ministers among whom Mr. Agba serves. Now, everybody is coming out to complain. When Nigerians are complaining, they say our mouths they smell. That time we came to complain, but for every time we complained as a people, the advisors to the president, the special advisors, they always hit us back with, like it was not like a debate. Nigeria was better, Nigeria was not better. And they keep, trying to make us sound like it is not true. Thank God the president and the governors have tentatively admitted that they have impoverished Nigerians as a result of the ineptitude, indolence, and anti-people's policies. The policy that placed the rights of cows ahead of man, pro-ruga, waterways, anti-state police. In fact, Buhari has taken us a decade backwards. The curse is manifesting on those that force him on us. We are readily speaking in tongues, bar blue. My goodness. So everybody, there is nothing to hide about this one, and there is nothing to be ashamed for. The thing be say, you don't reach everybody, don't. It has gotten to everybody. Is Yaya Bello, another APC governor, part of this press release because they have been defending Buhari ineptitude shamelessly? With the exception of a few, Buhari and the governors are the worst set of politicians this country has seen. Not forgetting the rubber stamps at the National Assembly. I tell you. The day Buhari and his All Progressive Congress government will leave office May 2019, oh Jehovah, I will be very happy, dance and sleep like a baby. You think it is only when they go? I think your prayer should also be when they leave, somebody who, wants Nigeria to get better will also take over. Okay, that is exactly why the governors and all patriotic Nigerians should rally round Obi Dati candidacy. Affliction shall never arise the second time. Are the so-called governors and Mr. President himself just waking up? They have pretended for far too long. I tell you, far too long indeed. We the citizens will keep watching while they fight against themselves. Time for the real blame game don't reach. Our own is just to sit down and watch. Okay. And if they are not part of the regime, they have no moral right to say that. My own is, even the governors that will come aside to speak, they have also been, in one way or the other, they have greeted a lot of people. Alright, fire on the mountain, run. These things are falling apart and the center could no longer hold. APC, how many times did I call you people? Oh yeah, make on a pack on a load and leave Nigeria forever. This is not in any way funny, I tell you. Perfect confusion because of hopelessness leadership of the All Progressive Congress. Without restructuring, Nigeria cannot progress to anywhere. Blame game will keep on rolling at the mercy of the masses. I'm not hearing Buhari saying I will or I'm fighting corruption. Or does it mean the corruption have died? Why are people like this? Well, make una do the needful, most especially in picking leaders. You also pick state governors, local government chairman that will come in and make Nigeria a better country. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come here next.